玉県出身レニーこと吉川拓馬さんによります Power of Music 音楽が持つ力と可能性です。吉川さん、よろしくお願いいたします。
皆さん、こんにちは。埼玉県から来ましたレニーこと吉川拓馬です。先ほどのサニーのスピーチ、まさに太陽の光のように明るく、そして大変熱量にこもった大変素晴らしいスピーチでしたが、今回はそんなサニーの後を継ぎまして、私レニーが、音楽について語っていきます。ところで皆さん、僕の本名なんですけど、聞いてちょっとあれって思いませんでした？私ライズと2つ前のライズと全く名前と漢字同じなんですよね。まだ驚くの早いですよ。またなんとこの後もまたさらにもう一人の拓馬が投票します。同じ漢字で同じ名前ね。ぜひお楽しみということで、それはさておき、そんな食と同様、人間の最も身近ともいえるこの音楽、そんな身近な音楽、私たちにとって身近な音楽の可能性と力、それを私は情熱を込めて語ります。よろしくお願いします。Music is irreplaceable. I am strong enough to be able to give a speech in top of such a large number of people now. But years ago, I was suffering mentally and had such a difficult time that I couldn't imagine that. The reason I was able to live is because I like music. When my heart was hurting and I was in pain, I listened to various kinds of music. The Beethoven and Tchaikovsky and Mahler. When I listened to their music, my blood pumped, my mind refreshed, and I felt like I was ready to tomorrow. That's how music saved me. It's not just me, but the whole Japan and the world is being saved by music. Even during the Great Japan speak 30 years ago, many people who were saved by music. March 11, 2011 to 46 p.m. a severe earthquake hit in Japan. A huge tsunami surged into the Pacific Ocean, causing damage to many people. The member of Sendai Philharmonic Orchestra, which is active mainly in Sendai City, Miyagi Prefecture, were victims of a disaster, but they conveyed music to the people in the disaster area, giving them smiles, excitement, and much hope. However, there are various conflicts among the group members. Playing music doesn't fill your stomach or fix broken things. Some of them had the feeling that everything had so far served no purpose. In such a situation, orchestra have a strange experience. Immediately after the earthquake, they were unable to play instruments due to the many aftershocks. But few years later, when one member picked up an instrument and started playing, she couldn't feel the blood flowing through her bodies. She became so energized. When the organist heard the orchestra series after the earthquake, he felt refreshing. He yelled once again, "Music is great." Maybe many people who feel the same way. It is home recovery that not only physical things, but also his spiritual side. The orchestra members held a recovery concert about 2 weeks after the earthquake. Until the concert, disaster victims couldn't cry. Sorry. essence失礼しました。The moment they had music, tears naturally flowed. However, at that time, orchestra couldn't practice at all. The sound wasn't very good. But the orchestra member essence of music is not the skill, but the feeling. People who are listening in evacuation centers began to flock to the orchestra. Some people said, the music is amazing. Music gently reaches out to the hearts. Similar cases exist outside of Japan. There is a program in Venezuela in South America called El Sistema. It teaches music free of charge as part of crime prevention program for children. Sorry? The number of children committing crime, drastically reduced, and has been called Miracle of Venezuela. El Sistema has also produced many musicians. Gustavo Dudamel, a resultante of this, is a now world-famous conductor. Music that gave me hope when I was mentally weak, and those affected by disaster. Music is indispensable and important presence in the world. I'm convinced that music can lead to peace in the world. Music for endless possibilities. I can live a day without hearing music, playing it, studying it, or thinking about it. 音楽は最高だ! Thank you for listening.
ありがとうございました。ではアンドリー先生、コメントをお願いします。
Thank you also for a very passionate and wonderful speech, Lenny. As your speech showed, music has all kinds of power that sometimes maybe we don't notice. First, I thought it was interesting that you talk about how it saved you, like how Angel in her speech talked about books were what saved her. I was very touched that music saved you. I'm also very much into music. I've been doing choir for most of my life, so I was very interested to hear about the power of music and especially how it can give people hope, especially when you talked about the earthquake and tsunami in Miyagi. You talked about the Sendai Philharmonic cheering people up, and I was reminded of the song Hanagasaku. And I've sung that in my choir before, and even though I didn't know anybody in Sendai, just singing that song actually is very moving to me. So I can definitely understand how the members of the Philharmonic felt. And like you said, the members of the orchestra said, like, we're not feeding anybody, we're not reconstructing anything, but the hope that it gives, the joy that it gives, those are things why we live, and those are not going to take care of us physically, but those are just as important for living. And that's a very important power of music that we should remember, and thank you for telling us about that in your speech.
続いてが文章コメントをお願いいたします。
今のアンドリュー先生のコメントを聞いてるとね、多分ね、君が話してるその裏で君の頭の中で演奏されてるなんか音楽が聞こえたようなコメントでしたね。多分君は話すのよりも本当はこういう世界の方がすごく得意なんじゃないかなと、そういうふうに見えますよね。で、日本っていうのは不思議な国で、もう自然が全部音楽なんですけど、西洋社会、石の社会ではそういうものがほとんどもうなくなってしまったんで、それを取り戻そうとして音楽が生まれたんじゃないかなと僕は思うんですよね。ただその一緒にこう足した時にすごいいい音楽が生まれるから、これからは君自身が未来の音楽を作れるんじゃないかなって、そんな気がします。やっぱり 小沢さんが亡くなられましたよね、この前ね。そういう意味では彼も同じようなことを言ってた気がしますけれども、やっぱり拓磨という名前がひょっとしたらいろんなところでつながってるのかもしれないですね。僕の弟も拓磨です。ありがとうございます。はい、
ありがとうございます。